Hello, welcome to episode 12 of our Learning Lifestyle series. Today I'm going to share a moment with you that I had yesterday with my own mother. Now I'd love her to be right here and talking to you, but when I asked her to, she said, no, Sonia, you just tell them. So one day I might get her in here to talk to you, and I hope that will be one day soon. But for now, this is what happened. The phone rang, and it was a home educating parent. My mother was sitting there doing her knitting. And this parent started asking me questions. No, actually, they didn't start asking me questions. This parent started telling me things that were a great concern to them. And so I said to the parent, would you mind very much if I put you onto speakerphone? Because my mother's sitting right here, and I'd like her to hear what it is you're saying so that she can give you some input. So the parent was quite willing for me to do that, put it onto speaker. And my mother sat and listened while this parent shared with us the concerns that they were having over the different grades of their children. And I was trying to bite my tongue because the parent was really worried about their eldest child's maths abilities. And when I asked what level they were at, what book they were doing, it was about 2 levels ahead of where they actually really needed to be for that age child. But they had done some test that showed them that the child wasn't actually at the maths level that was meant to be. Because the maths that Oikos uses goes concept by concept. So, if they're 10 years old and do a test and they can't do any division yet or whatever it is, because they haven't actually got to that level in the maths. And so now suddenly the parent was panicking that the child hadn't done well enough in the maths test and they were behind the grade level and so on. And my mom was sitting listening to this. And then she started saying things to me like, just tell him like it. And she was like whispering to me. So I said, no, you tell him. Anyway, my mother wouldn't speak up loudly. So I spoke on her behalf even then on the phone as I'm doing now. And this is what she was saying. Please would I tell this parent that it sounds to her, my mother, that this is a very loving, caring parent, really concerned about the well-being of their child, which was good, because otherwise they wouldn't be phoning and being concerned. But how about asking the parent what concerns God about them as the parent and the child? And is God worrying about this child's maths level? Because it sounds to her that she's doing really well and the parent's doing really well in taking care of the education of the child, considering that they're actually appearing to be way past the level that they need to be at their age. And maybe I must encourage, she was saying, Sonia, just encourage them to just enjoy, let the child enjoy a little bit more fun and childhood time. And so I was listening to my mom and thinking, that's exactly what's in my heart. Clearly, she's my mother, she raised me, and she was always focusing on rather attending to the wholeness of the whole picture, but very specifically childhood, and not getting too, well, I just stopped there because what she said, I'm going to say it as it is. She said, tell the parent to take the rod out of their hand and put on a gentle glove and just love the child. That's what needs to be done. So I think that's why she didn't want to say it herself, because she didn't want to be too firm or too direct. So I just felt for this particular episode of our Learning Lifestyle series, then I could share that moment with you, the moment I had with my mother and a parent on the phone. I just hope that perhaps it can also support you and help you. I know that it did, the parent on the phone, because thereafter there was peace and less anxiety. And of course, that's what our objective is here, is to bring peace and help you to have less anxiety over things you need not be worrying about. So thank you for stopping by and taking these few moments to watch a Learning Lifestyle series. Bye.